Welcome back everyone to the Deadlock Fight Night number 11 NA recap as we take a look at our challenge match of TF2 Boomers up against Llama Lords. Now some of you out there already know, but for those who don't, it has come to DFN's attention that PayPal from Llama Lords was caught cheating. Even though this was uncovered after the match, I don't want this to take away from how well Llama Lords did play in DFN number 11. So let's just dive into our first match. Taking a look at the draft, we can see that TF2 Boomers have a very strong early game comp that needs to have success in that stage of the match if they want to win. On the other side of the table, we see our first support Calico on Naked. Yamato vs Lash isn't a very easy match for Lash as Rokane proves that to be true, getting 2 kills early in the lane.
Mo and Krill set up. There's obviously a lot to combine there. Engagements and less so with that sustained damage. Deathy has to get out again. Power slash. Oh, that's nasty stuff.
To further punish Deathy and allow Rokane to dominate, the Llama Lords keep lane 3 pushed to prevent anyone from rotating away to assist lane 4. Be this aggressive and push his advantage that he has is that they're being aggressive, keeping your Shiv played by Salty and of course Fickle Frog back at their own Guardian. So if they ever leave lane, they're either going to lose their solo player or they're going to lose the Guardian. With Goober rotating into lane 2 to look for a kill, Fickle Frog gets in the face of PayPal, ulting him but winds up overextended as the Llamas turn the fight and get a 2-for-1 in exchange. That's me, Young Cow charging straight through to just deny it. And he's not going to accomplish anything off of this.
Yeah, but the Viscous is here as well. Goober trying to follow up a little bit, but again, not a ton of damage, even though the Goo Ball could be a real pain. In fact, Goober's taking a bit more damage than the other way. Should, here comes the slam. Goober had to be used straight away, I think, to protect Goober from the impacts of that. And Young Calc realizes he might not be able to go too much more aggressively, but elsewhere, Scout's under some serious pressure here. Lord of them falls back. What a charge in there. Goober also trying to get involved, but ends up getting caught out by Young Calc. And Scout's probably feeling lucky to be alive.
Not done just yet, though. We do have Lord of M here. It looks like he will fall. Fickle Frog's able to get one, but PayPal's going to get the revenge onto him. And TF2 Boomers have to make the tough call to not contest the first run of the game, having Deathy teleport over to lane 1, where they pick up 4 big kills. They have to ask themselves if it was worth it, though, as they lose their lane 4 walker.
LGTK is there as well. He's arrived. Here comes the flame dash now as he's able to wrap around the backside of PayPal, who's in deep trouble. And he's on the backside. PayPal didn't have the tornado. It got double jumped over by the Holiday earlier, so he doesn't really have any escape at this point. And LGTK is finally going to be able to bring him down. This, of course, come at the cost of the solo, and that Llama Lords have been able to turn in. But finally, Young Calc's reign of terror has been brought to an end. Deathy now getting involved after being locked in a losing lane for so much of this early game. Cube, what a great save here for LGTK, and he's ready to go again. Of course, even at this early stage of the game, then Infernus has a problem in these drawn-out engagements.
After Naked got pushed and Young Calc came in to pick up 2 kills, Llama Lords continue to push, unlocking 2 flex slots with the lane 1 Guardian and Walker. Go ahead.
Why is he trying to go for this shadow transformation? It's so dangerous. LGTK got tethered and ruined by this shadow transformation. Maybe too late, realizing he bit off more than he could chew.
This might be another Walker. So not only are they going to get a flex slot because they took the lane 1 Guardian down, they're going to get another flex slot from taking the lane 1 Walker. That's a massive increase to the economy out of Llama Lords, not to mention extra souls. I mean, Young Calc might go down for this, but honestly, I feel like that's going to be worth it any day of the week. With the game all tied up, TF2 Boomers try to create a lead with the urn, but it backfires as Llama Lords steal it and get 3 kills.
They're busy trading blows with Goober. That's not going to amount to too much. There's Arkram. Appears out of nowhere. The telekinesis helps set up the kill on who was the urn carrier. Here's the Deathland coming in. Has Deathy managed to catch anyone? Yes. Looks like just one individual. PayPal going down here. And that's going to be a soul finally turned in now. And you can see just how low Scout and Deathy are in this fight. And it's unlikely they're going to escape. Young Calc finishes off the Holiday here. Salty finds himself deep within enemy territory now, subject to a swap, and got dragged through the time wall, and nothing they could say about it.
What starts with an early swap and kill onto LGTK turns into 4 total and a mid-boss.
A player, LGTK, a little exposed in this lane 1, and they are instantly stuffed in the body bag and dragged off.
Yeah, Fickle Frog was like, I'm out. I'm not dealing with this. Great little teleport came in as well to help facilitate that one. Death, in the meantime, down to 300 HP trying to escape. And might see the engagement of Llama Lords here with even Lord and M coming in back in from base, boosted in, a swap potential. Not going to be on the cards, so on cooldown, unfortunately, but they don't even need a swap. They can just run them down.
You don't have a way to start the fight when Deathy is like 10 HP at the start of that engagement. Your Mo and Krill is coming off respawn. You don't have anyone that can start anyone off for you. You're constantly staggered. You're constantly fighting a retreat.
Young Calc and Lord try to keep the pressure on in lane 3 while the team turns in the urn. A great death slam out of Deathy pulls an Arcrum and Rokane, but as the dust settles, it was just the dead bodies of TF2 boomers to be seen. And oh yeah, PayPal was just split pushing lane 2 the whole time.
There's a chance to make a good engagement here. Again, it's pressure over towards Goober, but elsewhere Lord and M got picked off. Salty's getting some value, but the Fed Yamato has arrived. Still has Shadow Transformation available at that. And TF2 boomers, even though they're even in terms of numbers, they probably don't want to fight this. They're going to be trying to use the Walker defensively here, and of course that will be disruptive somewhat for the attackers. Good death slam by Deathy, follows it up with a decent, ground pound after the fact here. The Walker really complicates this somewhat as Arcrum goes a little bit low, but still has telekinesis available and active. Still drops down, didn't have a chance to make use of it, so that's 2 casualties here for Llama Lords, and it feels like they're choosing a very odd spot to take this engagement, but still there's threat. Walker goes down, eventually they got picked off. PayPal takes care of it, and Goober's finally out of the picture, so that disruption of the Viscous not available. There's a stun there from Scout.
Continuing to play the new PvE mode in Deadlock, PayPal pushes lane 4 while the rest of his team fights. Arcrum instantly is bursted down by another good death slam out of Deathy, but the follow-up damage isn't there, and TF2 boomers lose 5.
Boomers are not looking for a fight, but that urn is likely going to force one in time. You see Sheep spotted out is a death slam. That's a pretty good one. Deathy able to catch a few in there. Knockdown though, unclear. It's going to be Goober falling first. Arcrum didn't have a chance to make use of that telekinesis at all in the fight, Jason. No ability to lock TF2 boomers down, but it's a 1-for-1. Amidst the chaos, the urn does get turned in, and we just see Young Calc just busting it straight up mid. Able to get rid of LGTK again. And Lord and M is down, but his work is likely done as Paradox. He started off the fight that he was looking for. Scout lands, of course, off the jump pad, stuns Young Calc briefly, but he's going to be straight back into the action. Wastes no time at charging on in. Majestically will allow him to advance. Colossus is so huge in these fights. Shoulder charge is unnecessary as Scout had already disintegrated in front of him.
It's the final push. And yes, Arcrum is dead again from Deathy. But Llama Lords show they don't need everyone alive to close out the game as they take the win.
And it's going to be the paradoxical swap used on Deathy to again make it hard for him to start that fight, and the Lash is already down. We're fighting in the pit right now, and Young Calc is trying to disrupt as much as possible. Up he goes, and he still wants to chase Fickle Frog by the looks of things as the slam comes in from Deathy. They've gotten rid of Young Calc as well. There is a lot of pressure going down on the patron now, but Llama Lords need to be careful. TF2 boomers are looking to whittle their numbers down, but without Scout now, of course, that is the Holiday out of the picture. Arcrum coming back with that rejuve pretty quickly. Patron down to half here, and it looks like Llama Lords want to stick it. With LGTK being down, there's no damage really left here for TF2 boomers to put this to an end. Llama Lords, it's messy, but it's NA, baby. The freest deadlock you could ask for. I don't mind at all. We don't need elegance out here. We just need a good time. And Llama Lords will be advancing for the money match.
With a strong start of Rokane and great counter ganks by the rest of Llama Lords, TF2 boomers weren't able to get going early on to snowball into a victory. Waiting in the championship match was Hydra Nation, who had yet to be defeated in Deadlock Fight Night. So make sure you guys check out that recap, and make sure you guys like and subscribe here to Locked In.